Good day and welcome back to another Dbz Dokkan battle video. So in this video we are going to go through the new Videl, or the Adorable Flying Martial Artist Dokkan event. This is the new event that has been brought out for the new Strength Videl Pepe Gals lead, and it currently features only one stage with 2 difficulties, a stone dropping for each stage. The stage itself does feature a greatly increased damage from multiple characters, and those include most Goten and Gohan Super Saiyan units. Why they give Videl's boyfriend and her brother increased damage to her is a different story, but I'm not going to ask these kind of questions. And of course, as always, it features 2 difficulties, one with 3 phases and one with 4 phases. The 2 units that can currently be awakened from the event are the Strength Videl, who will require 77 medals, and of course the Goten, who will require 35 medals. As always, of course, when we are looking at these events, we do keep in mind that this is a brand new event, so what we'll try and do is we'll try and take it on with Videl, just so we can get a sneak peek at the character, and of course, we can also get a look at one of her teams, being the Pepe Gals team. Now, in terms of this event, it is the only new Dokkan Fest event added for this Dokkan Festival, and it's basically just a way for us to awaken Videl and her banner unit, Goten. So we're not going to be expecting anything too crazy. Videl does have some really cool animations and is a pretty cool card in her own right. But that being said, I don't expect this to be anything super special or gimmicky. It does mention that Gohan has guaranteed evasion. So what we'll do is we'll just take a look at that, and that is somewhat interesting, just for the fact that it can be used for showcases when you want to kind of extend the runtime of a Dokkan event. Maybe you don't want something too challenging, but you want to check out some stackers. You can always check it out by having them fight against Gohan, which is interestingly enough. We start here against a AGL Videl, which is basically just an AGL version of her SSR, and nothing too crazy really. We're going with a Pepe Gals team. We've chosen a friend Videl lead, and we are under our own Riveryan transforming int lead. We've got the launch here, who's very good, by the way, on a Pepe Gals team. Pretty much a rock solid card. If we had double Videl, we'd be seeing some pretty crazy numbers from all these units, but it's okay right now. Unfortunately, I wasn't able to get her on my discount summons. I managed to get Goten, which was great. I mean, it's great for a showcase purpose, so it's nothing too wrong from my end, so I'm not going to complain too much. And that being said, of course, we do have a very solid Pepe Gals team, and this next stage has us taking on what appears to be the strength version of her TUR, and of course an AGL Gohan. We are going to attack the Gohan just to test his evasion. I'm pretty certain it's 100% evasion, but it'll be nice just to take a look at it and see that he evades every attack. That's pretty much the only gimmick here, but of course you just attack the Videl instead. But it's not too much of an issue overall. Like I said, the event doesn't look like it's designed to be super hard or anything, and it's not really designed to be super gimmicky either. So we're not going to complain too much, and pretty much just going to enjoy the stage for what it is. Now, of course, one of the things that we do need to be aware of when we are taking on these new Dokkan Fest stages is just, of course, the fact that it's going to cost 25 stamina for the second difficulty, and it's going to cost 15 stamina for the first difficulty, or 20 stamina depending on the stage. So if you want Videl as a new player, let's say you've picked up Videl, or an experienced player, you're going to need to farm the stage 11 times to get enough medals for Videl. Remember, 7 medals drop on the second difficulty, and a random amount between 1 to 6 drops on the first difficulty. So, just going to depend on what you can take on, but I think anyone who's been taking on Dokkan events for a while should be able to take on Videl's team. Of course, we get a really solid look at Videl's numbers. You can see she's really hitting hard, which is very impressive, but she's also just really rock solid in terms of her performance here. Really nice numbers overall. And now we'll take on the int Gohan and Videl flying unit. It's basically from the Videl flying technique event, and it seems like they've decided this is the 3rd phase. It's quite a cute looking card actually, so pretty interested to see it. Of course, Videl's SA or super attack is currently farmable. You can actually farm her with the SSR version from that event, Videl's flying technique. So overall, pretty nice lucky you are to get for a DFE. It's always nice when both cards on the banner are farmable, which is, you know, a good addition to anything. I think it's great when units come out when you don't get to spend those Kais, and when you can start to at least, you know, farm them and kind of just save yourself some Kais. And so it's really cool from that aspect. Of course, we're currently using Videl. We've got her linked with Chi-Chi, who's giving her a very big defensive boost. Chi-Chi's out here with 200% defensive boost, which is why Videl is rocking 163,000 defense on a mixed 120-170% lead, which is very high and very impressive. But it's one of those things. The Pepe Girls team is going to be very strong under a double Videl lead. It's just one of those teams that's had these whack, very powerful passives, and now with double 170% leads, it's going to be absolutely insane, basically. But yeah, overall pretty cool. I mean, I've been looking forward to Videl for a while. I think she's a great addition to Dokkan. A lot of people don't like these kind of units, but I think personally they're great. I love these units. I love these kind of weird niche categories. They do need to be filled out, like Defenders of Justice and things like that. But overall, I just really enjoy these kind of categories. I really enjoy running these kind of teams, and I just think it's great. But yeah, that being said, this Dokkan event is not any harder than any of the other ones, and so we got to take a nice good look at Videl and just take a look at everything else. Of course, now we've finished it, it's pretty straightforward. You just have to farm it 11 times, and you're going to have to farm it 5 times if you want the medals for Goten. But it didn't take too long. I think the entire event took maybe 5 minutes or so in total, and that was kind of with us fooling around and attacking, you know, Gohan for a turn and things like that. So yeah, overall, I think go ahead, farm the mission if you want, and yeah, as always guys, let me know down in the comments below how you've been finding the new content, if you've had any struggles with the event, and if you're looking for any easier teams to use. But as always, I'll see you guys in the next video, so stay safe, cheers, and bye.